Good morning, Internet. I'm Master Briss. And it is time. I don't know why I'm trying to be serious while this really jaunty Pokemon Center music is playing in the background. It completely throws the mood off. Party-wise, I have grown to level 73. Was going to be 72, and then I used one more rare candy by accident on a jar, and OCD demanded that I do 73 instead. The Elite Four are in order: Grass, Ghost, Psychic, Normal. So this is the team I've gone with. We have Crisp, who still has Flash, because I can't be arsed removing it. Then we have Gotye, who still looks like this and will look like this until the end of time. Paula has returned because I realised I needed a decent fighting type, and Aura Spear sounds like the sort of thing I need. Just don't put it up against anything with special attacks. Like, ever. And I'll be fine. Rogue, who still looks like Rogue, except I've replaced Rock Blast with Grand Boulder, which is basically like a rock type Fire Blast, Hydro Pump thing. Goodness knows how that's going to work out. Probably horribly badly. A jar is still with us, because seriously, that thing, Confusion, just doesn't phase it at all. I've given her the Miracle Seed so that Leaf Blade is slightly more powerful, still knows Blizzard, Leech Seed, blah blah blah. And finally, Godam, who still looks like a Godam and is there just in case anything comes up that can't be dealt with by the first 5. Here we go! Beyond this point, only those trainers who have collected all the gym badges are permitted to enter. Except I think the game's code makes these people move aside even if you don't have them. Because I'm pretty sure you do this in Snakewood with 7 badges, blah 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 blah. Anyway, point is we're going to believe ourselves and go forth. Here is green-haired Sydney replacement person. Hey, Challenger, I'm Phil of the Elite Four. That's a powerful look you have. I'm itching to battle. Alright, let's you and I have a... Isn't this just basically Sydney's dialogue? Oh. Hello, Diamond and Pearl Elite Four theme. Hello, very, very bright and not very black-liney Elite Four sprite. Anyway, you start with the evolved form of that cherry thing. It looks really, really weird. Also, its eyes are kind of flaked out, like it's gotten distracted by the big red cherry thing on the top of its head. It's just... follow the bow. Follow the bow. I'm dead. Fair enough. Next up, Cuddlef. This is the final evolved form of the Grass Starter. It's grass flying, it apparently learns Earthquake, and it's really fast. However, I didn't think it was Jeez! Oh, with critical hit. That's not as bad. But that's still... Wow! Like, wow! That's painful. Okay, what's next? It's Surplant, so I wouldn't have kept Crisp in anyway. I can't send you in because I'm not an idiot, so I'm going to go with Gotye because Mega Horn. Mega Horn! Mega Horn did the job. Excellent. So, foe Surplant fainted. Gotye gained experience. Next up, it's Breloom. Actually, yeah, it's Flying type. Let's... Since it can't really phase Godam, let's use the opportunity to use a med on Crisp. There we go. And of course you have Spore, but it doesn't matter because you probably only know Grass and fighting moves offensively, unless you don't. Oh, you've got Poison Jab as well. Presumably you know Poison Jab, Sky Uppercut, Bullet Seed or Seed Bomb? Something like that? Although it's weird that that's the best move you... Oh no, yeah, both of your stabs are doubly resistant, so yeah, Poison Jab is the best you've got. Oh well, Faux Breloom fainted. And next is Roserade. Let's actually stay in. You know, Godam's got a good thing going here. The Nimbleeve final evolution was his ace, so there we go. Elite Four Phil defeated. Whoa, I lost. I demand a rematch. No, I lost fair and square. I changed my mind quickly. Go to the next room and beat everybody up. because that is the solution to all of your problems. No, I don't have any citrus, I'm just going to have to use... I've got like 5 billion full restores, and I've sold some of my excess of super repels in order to buy more revives. As you can see, I have 16, I don't have 9. I was actually looking for my soda pops, but I think I've used them all up, so I'm just going to have to use hyper potions to heal the pitiful amount of damage that I have taken so far. Okay, next up is the... presumably the ghost type one. Did I say ghost and dark? Because that's what I meant to say. Who will? I'm Athena of the Elite Four. Are you a challenger? You have a certain air about you. Can you defeat my Pokemon? Please don't bore me. Try your absolute hardest. If you can't win against me here, it'll be game over for you. I'm named after a goddess of wisdom. I look like I could have been sprited by Barrow had he been good at art, because the long blonde... Seriously, I can't look at female sprites with long blonde hair without thinking of frickin' Barrow anymore. It just seems to be his preferred style. Anyway, this is clearly the ghost type one, because last sprite is ghost psychic, and as such it is doubly weak to dark. Down you go. Next up, Slowbro. Oh, it's not ghost and dark at all, it's psychic and dark. Oh, that makes sense. Oh well, at least it means I get more mileage out of Megahorn. Although, now that I think about it, I should probably have used Crunch, given that Slowbro's physical defense is higher than its special defense. Yes, that would have made sense, wouldn't it? But no, I had to use Megahorn and try and be clever. Oh, it works out to the same anyway, it's just that Crunch has more PP. We'll have you waste all 4 of your full restores here. Or 2, depending on how many you actually have. Got you gained experience. Next up, it's Gallade, aka the thing that you can't deal with. It's part psychic type, so this is a bit of a risk, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Also, that is a really weird Gallade sprite. It's like it's running forward in a comically exaggerated fashion. Like, in slow motion, it's like, oh no, a Gardevoir's in danger! No! That sort of running. Seriously, whoever thought that sprite was a good idea? You're probably the same person who sprited Fat Drapion, aren't you? And I wouldn't wish Fat Drapion upon my worst enemy. Anyway, Alakazam is next. Faux Alakazam used Aura Spear. Oh no! Shockwave! Aura Spear would probably have worked even off of your low attack, but oh well. You're gone, and your last thing is Bronzong. Which means, of course, Crisp again. Oh, I love being over... Jeez, just how slow is Crisp? Oh no, it's just got Quick Claw, apparently. That or with Speed Tie, but I think that's highly unlikely considering Bronzong. What? How did I lose? Oh, how could I lose to the likes of you? This is so humiliating. Well, loss is a loss. Now, how far will your power take you? Answer, very far indeed. Or at least that's what I hope the answer is. If it's not, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Actually, let's keep got ye, knowing that the dark one is next. And the dark one is... the Moss. He's not the last member of the Elite Four at all. No, he's the 3rd one. Fair enough. Ah, I am Mosborough of the Elite Four. Hey, it's me, the Moss. You've done well to get this far. Well done. Precisely, you've done nicely. Anyway, let us partake in the fleeting enjoyment of battle. I will be incredibly bored again in 5 minutes, but for now, check out my properly sprited hat. That is a hat. Anyway, he starts with Spiritomb, which means leading with Paula wouldn't have worked, which is why I didn't do it, incidentally. What's weird is the odd keystone now appears to have discovered the ability to float. I don't quite understand the logic behind that one. Still, it appears to have Silverwind in place of... Ominous? Seems to make sense. It's got pressure anyway. It's also very dead. Next up, it's the knockoff of Tyrantrum. Right. Paula comes in at this point. It is now time to repeatedly spam Aura Spear. Except that Paula's not as fast as I thought she was, is she? Oh dear. We seem to have survived it well enough, though. Down you go. Who's next? It's... Oh, you're the Absol evolution, aren't you? There's a part of me that says, no way am I going to be faster than you, so let's heal and see what your special attack you're going to use is. Oh, it's Psychic. Yeah, Apollo's fainting here. I'm going to have to do this some other way. And by some other way, I literally mean send in Gautier again and spam Megahorn. Well, I can't spam Megahorn anymore because Perish Song, but the same big principle applies. Next up is Drapion, so would have been neutral anyway. Drapion means Rook. Oh, everyone's getting a use this time, even if one person has already died. Well, not died, because this isn't a Nuzlocke anymore, and oh my goodness am I glad it's not. I might have actually had to do something else team-wise if it had been. Wouldn't have brought Paula anyway. Seriously, why does Manlychu crawl... I was about to say crawl over dead, but that doesn't really work. No. Also, apparently Tin Tyrant is Water Dark instead of Water Poison. What's the deal with that? Why would you take away such a unique type as Water Poison? And still leave it with Toxic. I say that, thinking in my head that Water Poison is a common type, but now I can't think of a single other Water Poison line off the top of my head. There is one, right? I'm not just being an idiot here. You're far beyond me. Great job. Go on to the next room. You've come so far. Now, conquer the league. Right. Next up is the normal type leader. This means, Paula, you have one more shot. Please do not fail me this time, and by which I mean fail me, but only fail me after you've KO'd at least one thing, so I can at least pretend it was worth it to take you to the league. Otherwise, you are a crushing disappointment, because, let's face it, Gautier has been picking up your slack. My goodness has Gautier been picking up your slack. He could probably do the entire Elite Four on his own. I mean, he's got coverage up the wazoo for everything, simply because Bug seems to be so useful here. Oh, and yeah, Norman is the fourth member of the Elite Four, of course he is. Welcome, I am the last of the Elite Four. My name is Norman. Jazz, huh? I heard about you from Brendan. He told me that this time around you were the one who saved us. Even though I wanted to meet you, I never imagined it would be here. Anyway, let's begin. Show me your power! I have pretty much the exact same sprite as normal, except I think my coat's been made a bit longer or something. Anyway, begins with Taros. Right, considering that these things are probably going to be very bulky. Oh. Ah. Yes, this again. In hindsight, I should probably have expected this. Okay, so I've bulked up. One of those previously took me to that. Please take me above 110 this time. That's pretty good. Okay, let's bulk up again. And don't you dare go critical. Yes, there we go. Okay, now my attack is at reasonable levels and I can tank a Quake even if something is faster than I am. This means Paula is probably in a sensible position to sweep. Keyword here is probably. Then he's going to bring in more things with Intimidate and I'm going to eat my words. That said, I can't think of another normal type off the top of my head that has Intimidate, so we're probably okay. Foe Taros fainted. Next up, it's Ah. Yeah. Grandfarig. Plans ruined. Plans not quite as ruined, because now I just have to switch to Mega Horn instead of using Crunch. Oh, except not. You're withdrawing in favor of this thing, which apparently also has Intimidate and is clearly part fighting type. This is good. We can use that. Ooh. Down you go. I hope. Yes. Excellent. We have defeated the weird green thing in battle armor. Next up, it's Grandfarig again, so we're gonna go back to God. Yay! I'm not gonna take the chance of you using... Oh! Apparently, you probably don't... What? You don't even have a normal move? Even using a normal move would be better than doing what you just did. Ugh, doesn't matter now. Next up, it's Staraptor. Since we know for a fact that Staraptor does not carry close combat in this game, let's have a go at using Grand Boulder. Just so I can see what the animation's like. I hope it's a good one. Well, actually no, it'll be stolen from another move, so we don't quite know, but... Ooh! It seems to be a combination of Ancient Power and Rock Slide. That's a pretty decent combination. Okay, final thing, Snorlax. Okay, Paula, you will be faster than Snorlax. Snorlax has low physical defense. I am reasonably confident that you will be able to do this. Also, geez, level 70? They crept up to my grind level pretty well. And you have tanked. Of course you have tanked. It's probably in your contract to tank. And now you're gonna use... Yes, you are. Let's see if damage fluctuation will KO it this time. Yes, it did. Excellent. I just got unlucky. Well, you have actually sort of redeemed yourself. But only sort of. Such power. Very manly, Chew. Just as I expected from a trainer that Brendan praised. You really do have what it takes. Yes, this is pretty much Drake's monologue from the end of Emerald's Elite Four. Carrying out trainer's wishes. Onwards, champion waiting. Champion who is... Okay, I know who the champion is as well. Of course I know who the champion was. I'll be honest with you, I didn't scout him for levels. I just scouted to see what type the Elite Four was. Right. Thinking about it, I think my best lead here is a Jar. Mainly because he hasn't had a chance to lead anything yet. Well, neither is Roke, but Roke's matchups are generally less favourable on average than a Jar's would be. So, are you ready? The champion in Altair and Sirius versions is... Wally. Welcome, Jazz. I heard that you and your Pokemon put a stop to the recent incident in Sootopolis City. Thank you for that. Well, it wouldn't be fair to say you did it without help. Without Mosborough's request for Brendan to help you, I'm not sure you could have done it alone. Exactly what help was he? Well, I suppose he was help in the sense they got Brendan to tell me, go to Sky Pillar. But still, you're really underestimating our abilities here. Or overestimating yourselves. Probably the latter. Anyway, let me tell you something valuable about trainers. We trainers raise Pokemon by giving them various items and teaching them various moves. But we also learn many things from them. Even my Pokemon have taught me many things I never knew. Like, male Gardevoir. They're not that bad. Except when I decided in the remakes to replace it with Gallade, because... reasons. Here we go. Champion Wally. And he leads with... Oh. It's you again. Why is it you again? On the other hand, Maybe you're not that tough. No, you're not. You have, however, evaded Leech Seed. That's not on. Give me your energy. Yes, I shall feed on your negative energy, and the Sailor Scouts will be able to do nothing about it. Ha 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 ha. Let's use Surf. And hurry before it uses Destiny Bond, and I really start to get complainy about these damn things again. Surf! Not enough. On the other hand, it's gone into red, so I can probably bait him to use a med this round. Heal a jar. Heals Grimdax. Slightly sapped by Leech Seed. I'm aware I could just switch to Crisp, but a jar's doing so well. Let a jar have her moment. Okay. At this point, I don't know whether it's going to use Destiny Bond or if Wally's going to heal it again. So now I'm going to switch to Crisp. Ajar, you've done enough. I'm completely going back on what I said 2 seconds ago, because, seriously, screw Grimdax. And importantly, Crisp has Flash, so even if you begin to spam Destiny Bond in the hope that you can take me out, it's going to do you no good. Oh, and you didn't miss with Shadow Ball. We tried. Crisp is bulky enough to take it. Now, restore a pitiful amount of health. Thank you. Right, what's next? Steelix? I sent out a fire type and his response is to send in Steelix? Champion logic, I guess. I expect this to go only one way. That way. Does this mean he can't fight Crisp? Oh my goodness, it might, because next up is Heracross. Switching to Godam for this because we're guaranteed to outspeed and because it's always nice to have a Crobat do a deciding blow in a champion battle. It's just my way of seeing things. Ah, Godam. We wouldn't be anywhere without one. Okay, next up is Milotic. Could totally have taken on. You could totally have taken on my Wisp Crisp thing with that, but no, you send out Steelix. Because you're really clever. Also, like Wallace Milotic, you know Hypnosis. Wait, Wallace? Not Wallace. Person who's not Wallace in Wallace's gym that wasn't even Wallace's gym in Emerald. Kagura. That's what your name was. Not that you were massively... And now you're using Hydro Pump on a thing with Water Absorb. Do you not have a brain? You're a champion of the Pokemon League. I kind of expect you to have a brain. I mean, we live in an age where scarecrows can have brains. I'm pretty sure you can find the way to develop one of your own. Maybe. So what does that mean you know? You know Hypnosis. And you know Hydro Pump. What else have you got? I mean, come on. Ice Beam? Confuse Ray? Anything. Just something you can use. Something that doesn't make this champion battle a complete and utter joke if you have the right Pokemon. Compared to some of the ridiculous bullshit I've encountered so far, that went so far as to cause me to quit this as a Nuzlocke run, this is really tame. Like, insanely tame. I'm only a couple of levels above you, as is my normal Nuzlocke tradition. And I'm walking over you. Admittedly, part of that is because of... Well, who have I actually brought back from the dead? I brought back Rogue. I brought back Gotye. I brought back Crisp. I could have had a fire type. Well, admittedly, the fire type I would have had was Magcargo. Or Torkoal, actually. I could have had Torkoal. Torkoal would probably have been good at tanking earthquakes. I could probably have achieved this. If it wouldn't have bored me to tears doing so. But, still. I find myself being really, really disappointed by you. Well, apart from the whole Grimdax thing, but, well, Grimdax. And now you're going to use Thunderbolts on Gautier. It's going to do a sizable amount of damage, but not enough to bring me to anything lower than about that. I was honestly expecting it to go to about half. But it hasn't. I've used Mega Horn. I've hit you super effectively. And you are done. No part fairy type to save you now. Gautier grew to level 74, equaling his ace, and we have defeated champion Wally without so much as breaking a sweat. I actually lost. I'm truly astonished. I haven't had such a heated battle since Brendan. Kudos to you, Jazz. You are now listening to Steven dialogue again, and by Steven dialogue I mean Wallace, because I keep forgetting this is an Emerald Lake. The Pokemon you brought here, because they believe in you. They use your full power in battle, and you believe in your Pokemon as well. It's amazing. Blah 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 blah. Glorious peak of the league. Go into a weird dark room and do things with me for registration purposes. Jazz, how would you like some advice before... Yeah, this is vanilla. Vanilla, 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 vanilla. Thrilla and vanilla. See, what did I tell you, Gordon? I told you, you don't need to worry about Jazz. That cloth on her head has served her better than any hat ever could. Seriously, I don't know why you even believe hats could ever be of any help. Cloth is the future. Also, your Pokédex is terrible. Congratulations, go proudly into the final room. Eventually. There we go. Final room time. This room. This is where we keep records of Pokemon that prevail throughout harsh battles. It is also the most polished floor in the history of any room ever. Seriously, it's like a pond in here. How is that even doable? Anyway, it is time to record you in this secret Illuminati chamber section. Seriously, this must be an Illuminati chamber. Or at least a possible candidate for an Illuminati chamber. It just... Any room with multiple screens immediately makes itself more dubious than it needs to be. Anyway, Hall of Fame montage. We have Serplant. We have Fantisp. We have Gobolt. Seriously, Gobolt? It's even an anagram of Golbat. And a Golem, and a really angry testosterone-fueled woman. And a bat. You lot, you're legendary. Well, apart from you, Paula. Seriously, Paula, try harder. Try harder. And that was the main game of Pokemon Sirius. All that is left to do is watch the credits of Vanilla Emerald fly by, and pleasing piano music wash over our souls and cleanse us of any anger, any frustration, basically everything I ever developed over playing this game. Because seriously, ugh! Stupid difficulty curve, Kaizo gym leaders, ice puzzles in the dark, it's all just been an example of how just because things are in a foreign language, they are not immediately better than mediums made in the English language. Which I'm pretty sure applies technically more to movies than it does to video games, given video games' tendency to be translated into a fair few languages, whereas films tend to be kept in their native language for artistic reasons, but I'm rambling now. The point is, we have completed Sirius. But we're still going to do the post-game. In that post-game, we have many things to do. We must go and find out what the hell is in that little bit of the Cave of Origin. Go and find out what the hell happened to Athena. Probably some other things as well that I'll have to look up to make sure that I do everything. And other sundry things. Then, and only then, may I rest on my laurels and wait for Chamber to finally release a new XY Naturia curve that he thinks is okay for me to Nuzlocke. It's going to be a long wait. But when that wait is over, I will come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, go and do something productive with your time. Read a book. Listen to some fulfilling music. Take up painting? I don't know, just something. There's gotta be something you can do. Everyone has something they can do. I, for one, have... Well, I'll be going back to uni in 2 weeks, so there's that. I've probably got to do something about the mess of recyclable papers that lie on my floor at this point in time. I need to start a new thing. I always need to start a new thing. I'm very good at needing to start new things. My problem is finishing things that I've already started. But this time we've done it. We have finished something. And now, I am finally going to hang up and stop rambling about. I don't even know what I was rambling about. I know nothing. I'm just an idiot who plays terrible ROM hacks. Well, terrible to middling ROM hacks. Occasionally I find one that's got promise, but rare. Really, really rare. Like holofoil rare. That's how rare we're talking. Anyway, that's the end of the main game of Sirius. So now I'm going to press the lightspeed button and get to the bit that says the end so I can hang up this video properly. Oh, there it is. Goodbye.